So I'm going to be conducting an interview. And since this is, come on over here so you can see in the video. Okay, perfect. We've got people watching all over the country. Oh my. So this is family night, and Kim has been a second mom to me for over 20 years. So what does that make you? A second sister? Yeah. But I don't have a sister, so you're first sister. Okay. So this is Katherine Hutchison and Kim and Michael's daughter. And she has a very unique position in her life in that she has grown up in an Arbonne home, literally since she was born. And so she has been able to see, not only has only Arbonne has touched the skin since she was a baby, but also the experience of living in a home, in a household with time and money freedom, and the traveling that she's been able to do. So I thought it would be really fun to interview her and just get a little bit of a taste of her experience. So, okay, start us off and tell us your favorite Arbonne product.
I would probably choose the mascara because I really like it when I put it on. It's not clumpy and it doesn't like get all over me, and it looks really natural. So I like the mascara.
Do you use it every day? And do you use it differently, like if you're going to be going out, something fancy, like how do you
The new mascara that they brought out, when you put it on, it's like really light, so it doesn't even look like you're wearing makeup. So when you get compliments, they're like, oh, you look so pretty today, and there's like no makeup on. But when we went to dinner one time, I put 2 coats on, and it was like a lot bigger. The old mascara was not like that.
It's like layerable.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do with it. I love that. Okay, good. And tell me this. So what has it been like for you growing up in an Arbonne household? Because your mom, let's just paint the picture here. So mom has been an Arbonne consultant ever since you were born, and then dad started. Michael, when did you become an Arbonne consultant? How many years ago? Okay. Okay, so in general, by the time you knew what was going on, basically both of them were. Okay.
Oh gosh. Well, my mom has been to everything, like sports. She's been to all of my games, all of meets. She's been to elementary when we had that. She was a room mom, and she was there every single time we had like a party or things like that. Middle school, she'd bring me lunch. She had so much time on her hands. It was so nice. And then now she's in a club for moms that helps with the dances and things like that in high school. And she's everywhere. It's so nice. She's a very supportive, loving mom. And she is her own boss, basically. I mean, she dictates her own schedule, and she can always be there for me and my dad and our dog. Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very special to work with family.
Yes.
Okay, so in Arbonne, as most of you know, or if you're new, then you'll figure that out very quickly. There's a lot of trips, a lot of fun trips. So what has been your favorite trip experience?
Hawaii.
Okay, and how many times have you been?
13.
Wow. And who paid for that?
Arbonne.
Okay, tell us one, like the first experience that comes to your mind on going on an Arbonne Hawaii trip.
When I was 8 or 9, I first got to snorkel in the ocean. And normally when you snorkel, it's like cloudy and gross, but in Hawaii, the water's so clear. So we saw like sea turtles, and we swam with them and took pictures with them. And I got to swim with the dolphin, and I got to ride on its back. And then that was definitely one of my favorite moments.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Katherine. Thank you.
Cara told me that I needed to come up and finish things off here, but I do need to make just a couple comments because where's Katherine? Oh, she's doing her homework. On the way to the hospital when Kim was in labor, I want you to guess what was she doing?
Screaming?
It was the end of the month. And she wasn't checking her numbers, she was putting in her order. just have to tell you that. So it's been in Catherine's life even before the day she was actually born. My favorite product, and I don't usually talk about this one at all, is this little thing right here, and it's the Shea Butter Lip Moisturizer. It's almost 15 years ago. Kim and I were not married, we were dating. I was complaining about my lips because everything I use on my lips would make me break out, including Neutrogena, which I shouldn't say, proprietary terms, but this was a hypoallergenic thing that I got from the physician that said this won't make your lips break out, and it did. So she hands me this little thing, or thing similar to this. Arbonne's been through many iterations, and this is the best one yet. And I said, okay, I'll try it. But see, I was a guy who wasn't willing to spend $14 on a cleansing gel to clean my child's face that was going to a national modeling contest. Okay, I wouldn't do it. So she hands me this, and I put it on my lips, and the next thing I know, my lips don't break out. They don't break out for 3 days, and I'm still using it. I'm going, oh my God, I found one that worked. How do I get this? So that's how it all began, and it's just one little item, and it works wonderfully. Thank you.
So I'm really honored to get to talk to you guys tonight. I get 10 minutes to share my story, so we'll see what I can do. I did share some photos, so they'll be kind of popping up behind me. So as Lindsay said, I am a physician, and I was actually introduced to Arbonne by Lindsay through the skincare, which it is amazing, and I love it. But within only 2 weeks of using the skincare, I learned more about the business model, and I went to Alyssa Cleland's Mercedes party, and I came home from that party, and I told my husband, I was like, what if? And this is when I wish we had Pure Safe Beneficial waterproof mascara, because I already feel it coming. But I let that, I was like, what if? What could that do for us? And at that time, we were in a tough spot. So about a year prior to that, I had my son. And so this is my awesome husband. So we actually met when I was 35, he was 39. So we waited a really long time to find each other and to get the life that we wanted to have. And so totally worth the wait. And I gave my 20s to medicine and part of my 30s to medicine. And so now we're at this place where we want to have the life we want and the family that we want. And so we had the fairy tale wedding. And then a year after we got married, we got pregnant. And the pregnancy was super hard. I was ill through a lot of it. I gained 60 pounds during the pregnancy. I had a lot of pain and a lot of swelling. But next is my little guy, and he was totally worth it, as they tell you those babies are. But what I figured out after all of that, I still had a lot of pain and a lot of swelling. I thought, I guess this is just how pregnancy is. And I figured out a couple months after he was born that I actually had an autoimmune form of arthritis called ankylosing spondylitis. And it was really debilitating, and I couldn't pick him up out of the crib. I couldn't walk to get him at night. So I just had a lot of pain and disability with that. And so I ended up having to start immunosuppressive medications. I had to start steroids just to be able to function. I had to go back to work. So my maternity leave was over, and I could barely walk. And I had to go back and see patients. And it just felt impossible. And then I'm on these steroids, which kept me from being able to exercise, which kept me from being able to lose weight. And then I broke my foot just walking on Mother's Day, or the first Mother's Day. And then that fall, I had horrible pain. I thought I was having a heart attack, and I was actually, my gallbladder was actually really sick, and I had to get my gallbladder out. And so there was a lot that happened that year. Plus I was trying to do my crazy physician hours, and we had a sleep deprivation with a newborn. And so it was a tough time. And I just didn't feel like myself. I looked in the mirror, and I just remember thinking I guess this is it. I guess this is just how I'm gonna be now. So, because people still ask me a year later if I was pregnant, which was a really hard thing to hear, but I just had to keep going. And so little did I know that learning about some skincare and learning about a business model that gave me this idea of what could this do for our family, that I would also find a nutrition plan that would totally change our life. And so within a matter of weeks, like our life has just completely changed. And over the last, and this is all since January, our life is unrecognizable in the best possible way. And so my husband and I in February jumped on the first 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And in that first month, I lost 9 pounds. He lost like 18 pounds because he gained pregnancy weight with me because we're a team. And we do everything together. And he was on 2 blood pressure medications and still had through the roof blood pressure. We really had looked at each other like, we need to be around to raise our son. We want to see grandkids. And the trajectory we're on, like, that's not going to happen. And so we knew something had to change. We had tried all sorts of things and nothing was making a difference. Nothing was sustainable. And nothing made sense to be healthy in what we were doing. And so we looked at this, and I had a critical, cynical eye as a physician, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't a fad, it wasn't just calorie counting, and it was something that we could really do and that was healthy for us. And so in that first month, we both had increased energy. I noticed by the second week, my mood was brighter, I felt happier, I had more confidence, I had more mobility, my joint pain was better. I was able to get off of my steroids within that first month, and we started just moving from there. And so we had a huge, amazing time just that first month, and then we've done the program about 80% of the time since then. And in the last, since then, I've lost 40 pounds, and so has my husband. And we're just honestly the healthiest we've been. An interesting fact, so I'm still on medications for my arthritis, but I'm off of all the extras. I'm now, I don't carry a pill box with me anymore like I used to. But I noticed even doing the 80%, my joint pain started to go up about a month ago. I was like, oh man, now these medications aren't working either. I'm gonna have to start all over. So we just committed to do the 30 Days of Healthy Living again, just 100%, and we started this August 5th. And within 2 days, my joint pain was way down, and it's already completely gone. And so, and I haven't had to change my medications or anything like that. It was just with the toxicities and the inflammatory foods that I was putting in my body, even just part of the time. And so, to me, we want to scream this from the rooftop. And so it made total sense for us to share this news with people, from the skincare to feel better on the outside, to feel better on the inside through the nutrition aspect. And it made sense to share this information. And we've already, together as a team, helped so many people. And then you can also see on the next slide, my mom joined us in the whole thing, so a family affair. So we all did it together, and she lost over 25 pounds. And so we just all done it together as a family and just seen such amazing results and such an impact on our life. And so while the nutrition program has been life-changing for us, what's really changing our life is the business. So I'm so excited about where we're at. So I became a district manager in my first month, just by reaching out to people and sharing my heart and sharing our experience. I'm not a salesperson, that's not what I do. I just talk to people. And in medicine, I love my job. I love helping people in that vein, but the preventive aspect of this and getting people before things are down that road is so powerful. And so I love this. And what I can say about doing this business is that is what's really helped me find me again. I was burnt out, I was tired, I was sleep deprived, and no one tells you how isolating parenthood is. Yeah. And so I was just kind of lonely, and I had the best husband, the best child, but still. And so this avenue of meeting new people, sharing my heart, helping other people reach their goals has been so fulfilling. And then on top of that, now the last 4 months, I've bonused my district and I paid for daycare for the last 4 months, which is huge to be able to do that. And that's huge for like any family to be able to do that. And I think people might look at me and say, oh, well, you're a physician and you have this great family, like you have it all, like, why would you do this? And I think what I want the consultants in the room to know and the future consultants to know is never prejudge where someone is at and what they need and what's going to change their life. And so this applies to anybody. So this has just been really awesome for us. And what's been really cool too is my husband is on this journey with me. He is my team member. He brings people to me. He talks to people about this business. He talks to people about the nutrition program. McKenna's here, a new consultant, and it's because Carrie knows her. And so it's been so cool to do this as a team. And our goal and our plan as a family is we're gonna go to the top together. And so this has just really been life-changing. So from our standpoint, we would just recommend this to anybody. So there are 3 different ways that you can be part of Arbonne. So you could choose, you could hear what you've heard here tonight, and you could be a connector. And you could probably think of a dozen people right off the top of your head that could benefit from the nutrition plan, who would love the skincare, or who maybe is really looking for time freedom and flexibility and an extra stream of income. And so you could be a connector. You could help change someone's life just by connecting them to whoever brought you here tonight. The second way you can be part of Arbonne is to be a preferred client. And so that's what a lot of people do. And so for a $29 account for the entire year, you can get 20 to 40% off of anything that you purchase. And so you could decide to do the nutrition program for a 40% discount. And so you can always shop that way. So that's a great way to be part of Arbonne and experience these life-changing products. But honestly, the best way to be a part of Arbonne is to be a consultant with Arbonne and to really take that leap and to decide to build your destiny. And for just a fee of an account of just $49, you can get wholesale products 35% to 50% off, but you can build a legacy. You can change your family, you can change your life, and that's what we're gonna do. Because I don't wanna send my son to daycare 5 days a week. I need more flexibility in my life. I see down the road, and if I kept doing what I was doing for the next 5 years, nothing was going to change. So I ask you tonight, if you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be? Where will you end up? And what do you see for your future if you allow yourself to dream? And I challenge you to leave here and just think, what if? What if? Thank you.